How to be more happy, focus on what you can control. When it comes to living a happy and fulfilling life, one of the most important things we can do is focus on what we can control. Research has shown that people who have an internal locus of control, that is, they believe that they have control over their own lives, tend to be happier and more successful than those with an external locus of control. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who believed they had control over their lives were more likely to take action to improve their situations, and were less likely to feel helpless or hopeless in the face of adversity. This is because when we believe we have control over a situation, we feel empowered to take action and make changes. On the other hand, people with an external locus of control tend to feel like their lives are controlled by outside forces, such as luck, fate, or other people. This can lead to feelings of helplessness and frustration, as well as a sense that there's nothing they can do to improve their situations. So, what can we do to cultivate an internal locus of control and focus on what we can control? One important step is to identify the things in our lives that we can control and focus our attention and energy on those things. This might include things like our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions to situations. For example, if we're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, we might not be able to control the source of our stress, but we can control how we respond to it. We can take steps to manage our stress, such as practicing mindfulness, exercising, or seeking social support. Another important step is to avoid getting bogged down by things we can't control. This might include things like the weather, other people's behavior, or world events. While these things may affect us to some degree, we can't control them, so it's not productive to spend a lot of time and energy worrying about them. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't, we can improve our overall sense of well-being and happiness. This doesn't mean that we should ignore the things we can't control entirely, but rather that we should recognize them for what they are and focus our attention on the things that we can do something about. Here are 3 concrete exercises to use if you want to train your mind to be better at focusing on what you can control. But before we do that, please hit the like and subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. Make a list of what you can control and what you can't control. Take out a pen and paper and make a list of the things in your life that you can control and the things that you can't control. Be as specific as possible, and try to focus on both external and internal factors. Once you've made your list, take a look at the things that are in your control and think about what actions you can take to improve those areas of your life. 2. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool that can help you stay focused on the present moment and become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you'll become better at recognizing when you're getting caught up in things that are outside of your control, and you'll be able to refocus your attention on the things that you can control. 3. Challenge your negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can be a major barrier to focusing on what you can control. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, such as "I'll never be able to do this" or "it's all my fault," challenge those thoughts with evidence to the contrary. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed by a project at work, remind yourself of times when you've successfully completed similar projects in the past. By challenging your negative self-talk and replacing it with more positive and realistic thoughts, you'll be better able to focus on the things that are within your control. By incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, you can become better at focusing on what you can control and letting go of the things that are outside of your control. Remember that this is a process, and it may take time and practice to develop these skills, but with persistence and patience, you can cultivate an internal locus of control and live a more fulfilling life. Research has shown that focusing on what we can control can have a positive impact on our lives. By cultivating an internal locus of control and directing our attention and energy towards the things we can control, we can feel empowered to make positive changes and live a more fulfilling life. Let us know what you think about this video in the comments below. Thank you for watching.